Two service commendations and a proclamation, and so I will go down to the front to present those on behalf of council. Our first one is for Bonnie Avery, and she has her own film crew with her. So if we could have Bonnie come forward, please. We'll try to position ourselves so you get all your... Yes, correct. Sure, you want to be on it? Better from the front, I guess. Besides, it's fun to stand here together after all these years, Bonnie. This is a service commendation for Bonnie Avery. Whereas Bonnie Avery began her employment September 12th, 1977, with the City of Troy at the library as a full-time librarian under a government program called CETA, and I remember that. When the program ended, she continued her employment while also working to obtain her master's in library science. And whereas Bonnie ultimately became head of the Youth Services Division on July 1st, 1985, Bonnie was promoted to librarian too. And whereas Bonnie's favorite parts of her job have been story times, working with the patrons, and continuing to expand the offerings of the Troy Public Library's youth section. And whereas Bonnie was a bit reluctant to become a storyteller, but we know you were good at it, but her supervisor insisted that she learn. And through the years, she grew to love it. Children she has read to over the years are now moms bringing their children, and moms who bring their children who are now grandmothers bringing their grandchildren to enjoy Bonnie's stories. Whereas Bonnie retired from the City of Troy, will retire, on February 20th, 2009, after 32 years of dedicated service, and whereas Bonnie has been married to her husband, Doug, is that your film crew?
That's my film crew, yeah.
For more than 45 years, they have two daughters, Kathy and Laura, who Bonnie practiced her storytelling on when they were young, as 5 years old, and her granddaughter Lily, who also served as an inspiration for her storytelling. And whereas in her retirement, Bonnie plans lots of travel, starting with an Eastern Caribbean cruise, spending lots of time with her new grandchild, volunteering at her church, reading the books she's piled up over the years, including the new Lincoln ones, I bet, and as well as attending lunch, movies, and trips to the casino with friends. Now, therefore, it be it known that the City Council of the City of Troy takes this opportunity to express its appreciation to Bonnie Avery for her many contributions to the betterment of the city, and be it further known that the Troy City Council of the City of Troy, on behalf of themselves, city management, and the citizens of the City of Troy, extends wishes of prosperity, good health, and happiness to Bonnie during her retirement years. And this is presented on the 16th day of February 2009, and of course signed by myself and all the members of council. And we're going to ask you if you want to say a few words, and I know you have some special people here with you. Here's the mic.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I would feel much better if this was a book. I would have no problem saying a few words, but I know there's a library advisory board is here, my husband is here, my boss, director, Kathy, is here. So this is a great place to work. The city is, the library has been, I kind of go reluctantly, but they made an offer I couldn't refuse.
And
I have a brand new, only 3 months old, so so this has kind of pushed me into doing this. And it wasn't that I don't enjoy it anymore, but over 32 years I've enjoyed coming to work every day. Really, I have. So it's been I've worked other places where I haven't looked forward to getting up and going to work. So it's been a pleasure, and everybody was so nice to me this week, so I'm not quite sure whether they're glad to see me go or but they are really nice at the library, so I'm sure that must be it. So thank you so much.
Thank you. All of you. I had to take my big drink of water for this next one. If I could have Wainwright come up, and Rhea, will you come up with Wayne? Being that you're used to sitting right in front of your name, I'm going to let you stand in front of your name here. Besides being presented with Wayne's service commendation, we're giving him his nameplate from his many years on Planning Commission. And before I read the service commendation, the educator in me just couldn't resist. Many folks do not realize that Wayne's 27 years on the Planning Commission, from July 27th, 1981 until December of 2008, have been filled with a very strong and important job for all this community, and you're going to see why. Because the Planning Commission includes the following in their duties: the making and adopting of a master plan for the physical development of the municipality, and they just did the new master plan for us. But over the years, there have been amendments to the master plan, and that falls under the purview of the Planning Commission, and they meet many hours, many meetings on that. Such plan shall show, among other things, the Commission's recommendations on the general location, character, and extent of streets, boulevards, parkways, playgrounds, parks, location of public buildings, utilities, and the change of use, extension, removal, relocation, widening, narrowing, vacating, or abandoning any of the foregoing. They also give recommendations related to the adoption of a zoning ordinance for the control of the height, area, bulk, location, and use of buildings and premises, and all changes and amendments thereto, including conditional rezoning applications as per Article 3.24. We've had many zoning ordinance changes over the years, and those come through from the Planning Commission to Council for approval. The Planning Commission also recommends approval to City Council of all preliminary plats subdividing land, site condominium plans, planned unit developments. Is this too long for you? No. Some special use approval applications and any amendments or alterations thereof. The recommendation to City Council on ordinance text amendments, which are lots of times quite voluminous and need to be detailed, street and alley vacations or extensions, and historic district designations, acting as the approval authority on site plans and on most special use approval applications. Now, the reason I read that to you directly from Chapter 39 is that we have with us tonight many members of the Planning Commission who have served with Larry, and our former Director of Planning, Larry Kiesling, and they have come because they felt it a great honor, just as Mark Miller, our present Planning Director, feels, to have you on the Planning Commission. And as an example of some of the things that you were involved in over the years, because I also, too, went to City Council in 1981, so I thought, I know all those things that they approved. This approval of the Sports Center, where the ice skating arena is, down on Big Beaver, Somerset North. Most of the office buildings that have been developed along Big Beaver, since 1981, and there have been quite a few. That's just one street in the city. The subdivisions that have gone in, all of the condominium developments that have gone in, all of the restaurants and amenities that have gone in, the changes in the street pattern. Just think of what Big Beaver was like back in '81 and what it's like now. And even though it's a county road, still had to go through an approval process. Delphi, which is up across from me, all the approval on that. When things occur, they have citizens come either in favor or against proposals if it's impacting their subdivision. So they listen to all of those people and the business community, and of course work with staff on presenting what is best for this community. So over this period of time, Wainwright has been really involved in forging this community the way that it has developed and the way that it will develop in the future, because things that we do today greatly impact our future for many years to come. I know your family is very proud of you, as we all are. So this is a service commendation for you that reads, whereas the mayor and city council of the city of Troy wish to express on behalf of the city their appreciation to Wainwright in recognition of outstanding service to the community, and whereas he has at all times furthered those ideals that contribute to a better community. Now therefore be it resolved, the mayor and city council, being the duly elected voice of the citizens of Troy, express the city's appreciation and recognition for this distinguished citizen's service since July 27, 1981, through December 2008 as a member of the Planning Commission. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution is presented as a lasting expression of the city's gratitude and appreciation for his contribution to the betterment of the city of Troy, Michigan, presented the 16th day of February 2009, signed by myself and all the members of council. And if we tried to put all of the things you've done plus all of your duties those years, we'd probably have to have 5 or 6 plaques. So we thank you, and we're going to give you a chance to say a few words if you'd like to. Okay? You want to? You want to introduce your buddies who are here and your family?
Yeah. This is my wife, Bria, and my daughter, Kristen, my daughter, Ruth, and my son-in-law, Brian.
Well, they're not all coming. Just you. She has duties to perform?
Yes.
She does.
Okay. And then even introduce who's here from Planning Commission members. And don't forget the 2 ladies up here who used to serve.
Yeah.
Because I have it.
Right.
Mayor, Schilling, and Council, on behalf of my father and my entire family, I would like to thank the City of Troy and the City Council for the recognition of my father's contributions to this community. My father has been a resident of the City of Troy since 1974 and joined the Planning Commission in 1981. Having served on the Planning Commission as well as the Board of Zoning Appeals for many years, he spent countless nights at meetings, helping to shape the City of Troy to what it is today. It was through his commitment to the community that my family gained an appreciation for local politics and government. This recognition means a great deal to our family and friends, especially my father. Once again, we'd like to thank City Council and Mayor Schilling for taking the time out of this evening's meeting to acknowledge my father's contributions to the City of Troy. Thank you again, and may you continue to provide excellent leadership to the City of Troy.
Thank you, Kristen. Yeah. I'd like to thank my daughter, as well as Mayor Schilling and the rest of the members of the council for this recognition. It has indeed been a pleasure to spend all these years every Tuesday night up here at City Hall. I don't know what else I would have done with all my Tuesday nights. I don't have any idea what's on television on Tuesdays anymore. But I'm sorry that I had 2 strokes last year and couldn't attend meetings the last several months. I hope to recover from those completely and be able to get back into it at some point. But just in case I can't, I want to thank all of you for the possibility to serve for this many years. And it's not the money. But it's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yes, Thank you. I know, that's why I said, yes, and Councilwoman Kerwin and Councilwoman Beltramini both served on Planning Commission and had the pleasure of serving with Wayne, and they have good stories to tell about you too, Wayne. The folks here from Global LT, would you come on up, please, ladies? Thank you. Now, over your 30 years, you know who was sitting at the Planning Commission?
That's right.
Besides many others, of course, too, you know, yes, of course. This is a proclamation celebrating 30 years for Global LT. Whereas Global LT was formed in 1979 with a mission to provide the highest quality language services to global companies, enabling their employees to live and work successfully anywhere in the world. Whereas with their headquarters in Troy, Michigan, and regional offices in Los Angeles, Phoenix, Pittsburgh, Boston, London, Hong Kong, and Shanghai, Global LT has been offering language and cultural training, translation solutions, and expatriate relocation services to their clients for 30 years. And whereas what began with founder and president Hortensia Neely's dream, Global LT started as a home-based language training company and signed Ford Motor Company as their first client. See what you can do when you have a dream?
Absolutely. She's our inspiration.
Yes. Whereas through the years, the Global LT has grown to employ more than 70 people and is proud of the unique customs and talents that each individual brings to the company. Linguists, culturalists, instructional designers, project managers, and more work together to deliver the quality services that allow businesses and individuals to communicate worldwide. The company has also cultivated a global network of experts with the service providers located all over the world who represent more than 60 foreign languages. And whereas through it all, Global LT has maintained a fine reputation for delivering a broad portfolio of services with the help of their cultured workforce, which represent more than 15 nationalities and 21 different languages. With varied cultures embodied in their workforce and their services, and with their status as a certified minority-owned business, Global LT is a true representation of the City of Troy's diverse community. Now therefore be it resolved that the Troy City Council does hereby congratulate Global LT on its 30th anniversary and recognizes its impact upon thousands and thousands of lives, not just in our local community in Troy, but across the world. Be it further resolved that the City Council joins the citizens in this community in appreciation and in celebration of Global LT's 30th anniversary, presented the 16th day of February 2008. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Say a few words.
Thank you very much. And my name is Suzanne Smolsky, and this is my colleague Marissa Vasquez, and we are representing our owner, Hortensia Neely. And I know that we would like to express her heartfelt thanks and appreciation for this recognition. It truly means a lot to her. And we plan on at least another 30 years serving not only the Troy community, but the world community. So thank you very much, Mayor and Council.
Thank you. And as we're certainly in a global economy, your services have been needed all these 30 years and needed even more. So
Absolutely.
I'm sure they're very appreciative.
Thank
Much
you.
success to you.
Thank you so much.